Almost every single question on the FAA private pilot written test requires weight and balance arithmetic. If you try to memorize the setups, you will run out of time. By understanding the underlying concepts instead, you can calculate the correct answer quickly, every single time. Look at this generic aircraft profile. Every weight and balance problem starts with the datum, an imaginary vertical reference plane defined by the manufacturer. The horizontal distance, measured in inches, from that datum to any object on the plane is called the arm. When you multiply the weight of an object by its arm, you get the moment. So, a 200-pound person sitting 80 inches from the datum creates a moment of 16,000 pound-inches. Once you have everyone and everything loaded, dividing the total moment by the total weight gives you your exact center of gravity arm. Visualizing how these physical locations interact stops you from mixing up the math on the FAA exam. This diagram shows the consequences of missing those calculations. Your final center of gravity must fall inside a specific envelope. A CG past the forward limit makes the aircraft nose-heavy, increasing your stall speed and reducing elevator effectiveness. A CG past the aft limit severely reduces longitudinal stability, which can make a stall completely unrecoverable. Before we execute a complete calculation, let's test your intuition. If you add 50 pounds of baggage to an aircraft, and the baggage compartment arm is located behind your current CG location, does the CG move forward or aft? Drop forward or aft in the comments right now with one sentence explaining why. I reply to every single comment. The answer is aft. Weight added behind the current CG pulls the balance point rearward toward the added weight. Removing weight from the back would move it forward. The FAA tests this directional logic repeatedly. This table breaks down the 5 components you need to organize complex test questions. We start by laying out our matrix: weight, arm, and moment. Our baseline is the aircraft's empty weight, 1,450 pounds, at an arm of 39.5 inches, yielding a moment of 57,275. Next, the pilot and front passenger add 300 pounds at Arnie 7. Weight times arm equals a moment of 11,100. The rear passengers bring another 190 pounds at arm 73, adding a moment of 13,870. Keep your columns strictly aligned. Moments are outputs you must calculate yourself. Isolating them on the right side prevents you from accidentally adding an arm measurement to your total weight. The FAA will often test your attention to detail by giving you fuel volume in gallons instead of weight in pounds. You have to apply the conversion factor. 38 gallons of Avgas multiplied by 6 pounds per gallon gives us 228 pounds of fuel. We plot that 228 pounds into the table at arm 48 to find our fuel moment of 10,944. Finally, we place 60 pounds of baggage at arm 95, adding a moment of 5,700. Pause the video right here. Do the arithmetic yourself. Find the total weight, the total moment, and the final CG arm to prove you have the mechanics locked in. Adding the first column gives us a total weight of 2,228 pounds. Adding the right column gives us a total moment of 98,889. Divide 98,889 by 2,228, and our final center of gravity sits exactly at 44.4 inches. This box shows the legal envelope for our aircraft. With a forward limit of 35 inches and an aft limit of 47.3, our 44.4-inch calculation plots well inside the safe zone. Confirming your loaded aircraft sits within these precise boundaries before engine start is the entire reason this arithmetic exists. You will see slight variations on the test. While Avgas weighs 6 pounds per gallon, Jet A fuel is denser at 6.7 pounds per gallon. You'll also be asked to calculate useful load, which is simply your maximum gross weight minus the empty weight. This graph shows how the FAA elevates these questions. They use loading graphs from the pilot's operating handbook to plot weight directly against moment, bypassing the arm division entirely. You have to be able to read the shape of the envelope, not just run the numbers. If multiplying weight by arm to get moment, and dividing total moment by total weight to find the CG arm is now perfectly clear, hit the like button. Leave a comment below with your answer. Which calculation is harder for you right now? Weight and balance or takeoff performance charts? Your response tells me exactly what to cover in the next video.